The day of the accident, I had actually just filed for our marriage license. I get out of my car and run down the side of the road. The motorcycle is in so many pieces. At that point, it was like, I just want my fiance to live. Hi, CTV, this is our story. Kade and I met about 9 years ago through a mutual friend right before we started college, and we were actually really good friends all throughout college. And it wasn't until after college that we kind of realized that how we wanted our life to look was very similar. One of our best friends was even like, you guys are so similar, like you guys should date. And so we started talking. Kade's proposal is one of my most favorite stories because I am the hardest person to surprise. I knew it was coming. Like, he was like, let's go get our nails done. Immediately knew that I was going to be proposed to. So he had planned like a cute little picnic and he got down on one knee. It was honestly so amazing. The day of the accident, I had actually just filed for our marriage license because we were getting married like legally here in the States and then doing a symbolic wedding in Jamaica. He's on his way home from the gym, which is about 3 minutes from our house. Our friends actually saw like the accident happen. I get a text from my friend and it was like, hey, we just saw a horrific motorcycle accident. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't Kade. My stomach dropped. I leave the house and it's about 3 minutes down the road. The traffic is backed up. I have to stop. I literally don't even turn my car off. I get out of my car and run down the side of the road. The motorcycle is in so many pieces. I was just so scared. When we first got to the ER, it was probably hours. Like, they were doing CT scans, MRIs, everything. Honestly, they didn't really know. They didn't really explain a lot to me. They were still running tons of tests, x-rays. We got brought to the ICU, and that's when they explained a little bit more about like the fractures in his pelvis. They explained that he had internal bleeding. They brought him back into surgery after that. His dad had spoken with the surgeon, and his dad was like, the surgeon doesn't know what he's gonna find when he gets in there, but you guys might not be able to, have your wedding. And I was like, I don't care. I just want him to get through this. I pretty much was his nurse. I was there for breakfast, lunch, dinner. I was there every single day, and I couldn't sleep without him at night. After he got out of surgery, the surgeon was like, you can have your wedding. You just have to stay in a wheelchair. And we were like, okay. They asked him to move his toes and his feet, and he could move them. So we knew he wasn't paralyzed. I think it was just the unknowns of what life in the wheelchair for the next, few months looked like. We were just trying to navigate continuing to keep a good positive outlook on things. I'm driving him everywhere, taking him to and from appointments, still finishing the little details of our wedding. We were practicing, what our first dance was going to look like because of, the wheelchair. It was stressful, but honestly still super exciting. The accident was not the only thing that happened before our wedding. Our venue got actually destroyed 3 months before our wedding, so we had to change our venue. It was a real relief to finally just get married and not have to go through this ever again. Honestly though, it meant the world that I sat next to him during our ceremony, and I think that was all I could have asked for, just sitting with him and just hearing how much we love each other. When Kade was going through this, I truly just wanted him to be okay. I would have given anything in the world to make sure that he was okay. And that to me was true love.
We are seen. Are you?